Hey everyone, so I am here at Shinjuku, one of the busiest places in the world, and frankly, if you know anything about Japan, this place should need no introduction at all. So this video will be the start of a new series where I explore the food scene here in Tokyo and show you guys the famous and not so famous restaurants serving delicious food that Japan is famous for. Now, many years ago, I came to Japan as a tourist, and one restaurant, the food was absolutely delicious and the taste has stuck with me all these years. So it's only right I should start off this new series by revisiting this restaurant and see if it's just as good as I used to remember. So it should be just around the corner here. Ah, there it is. That is the restaurant I have been waiting for. It's called Menya Musashi. They serve a particular type of noodle called Tsukemen. So let's go inside. The theme of the restaurant is samurais, and you can see here you got a poster of an old samurai movie. This looks like it's been made in the 1950s or something. And over there on the walls, you can see all the decor is samurai themed. Alright, let's check out the menu. Oh, they have English option, thank God. Let's see what we got here. So this is Tsukemen. You can see it comes without the soup, and what you're supposed to do is dip it into the soup that they provide on the side. You got the plain one, and you got the rich one. Seems like the most popular option is the one with the rich flavor, so I'm gonna go for that one. Oh, choose the amount of noodles. What the hell is the difference between regular and medium? Holy shit, twice the amount, 2.5 times, and tripled the amount? All at the same price. Holy shit. So you can get bigger noodles without paying extra? That's regular, medium, large, 2.5, 3 times. Well, in that case, I am going to go for the large one. Over here, because what we're eating is called dipping noodles, it can create a little bit of a mess. So they provide bibs here to protect yourself and your clothes. Here is the Tsukemen. Now you can see the noodle is on its own. The noodles are cold and you're supposed to dip it into the hot soup. You can see I got the rich broth, and definitely that looks like it's packed with a flavor. Back to the noodles, you can see I got the large size. It's a pretty big plate of noodles. You got a marinated egg. This looks like a giant piece of ham. So everything here is pork focused. And you got this big piece of braised pork. It looks like pork belly as well. You can see the fat on the top of it. This is the pork that gave me such good memories. I remember eating this pork 4 or 5 years ago, and it just fall off the bone, that kind of melt in your mouth flavor. It was delicious. First, gotta make sure I don't get myself dirty. Whew. All right, let's get started. I'm gonna grab a nice chunk of the noodles, then dip it into this soup. Woo. So the broth is like a pork flavored broth. It's a little bit salty, definitely very rich in flavor, just like advertised. The noodles are very long, a little bit chewy, so if you like that kind of texture, which I do, this is perfect. The noodles themselves don't have much flavor. The whole point is that you dip it in this and it gives you that nice and rich pork flavor. Of course, also definitely gotta try out the pork. Oh yeah, just the way I remembered it. You can see how much fat is in the pork belly. It's delicious. It goes perfectly well with the broth. It just falls apart in your mouth as you chew it. You got a big piece of ham, dip it in. Thick layer of fat on the top as well. It's very thin, goes along really well with the soup. Soaks up all that pork broth. Honestly, this is just how I remembered it. It's absolutely delicious. Now, my only point of criticism is that I thought the broth will be hot. It's lukewarm at best. I think it would be better if the soup was hot. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind cold noodles. It's just, I think if they give you soup, they might as well make it hot. But still, the flavor of the broth and the quality of noodles are good enough reasons to come visit this place. So if you're in Japan, especially if you're in Shinjuku, definitely recommend you come here. Now, one more question for you guys before I wrap up. What do you do with the soup at the end? Am I meant to drink this? Is that even okay? Hey, there's actually pork bits inside here. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below whether you're supposed to actually drink the broth for Tsukemen at the end. Oh yeah, one more thing before I forget. You definitely need the bib. I didn't realize it, but I made a mess. All that dipping, you know, it's gonna get messy. So definitely put on the bib if you don't want your clothes to get dirty. This place closes in 15 minutes and you can see it's still packed. This place is super popular. If you come during peak hours, definitely be prepared to wait. There's still people coming in even just now. But let me tell you, the wait will be worth it because the noodles here are absolutely delicious.